Hey, what's up, guys? Adam Carlson here again. I was having a think this morning about, you know, some people have said to me, what are the things I need to be doing every single day to be successful in my business? So I was having a bit of a think, and I thought, why don't we have these skills already? As far as like, these are almost life skills as far as creating a business and, making it successful. So what I want you to do is just sort of think back to when you were a kid and something that you were good at. So whether it was a sport, playing an instrument, I don't know, riding a horse, whatever it was, and think back and think about what work you put in and what dedication you had to actually get to where you were with that skill. So personally, I was a pretty decent basketball player, and very early on, I started playing, and without even realizing, I think because when you're a kid, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like you're putting in the time or the effort. It's just fun. But I worked it out, and I was probably practicing basketball about 30 hours a week, playing, a couple of games. I would have been, probably doing three 10K runs every week. I was doing a vertical jump program just in my own time. And I was also very much like a student of the game without even, again, realizing. I just used to watch it. I used to love it. I used to love the tactics of it, all that sort of stuff. And, without sort of realizing, it all adds up, and that sort of gets you to that point that you're successful. And I'm sure we all have that sort of story where there's something we're good at, but it doesn't just happen like that. It's a process. So what I want you to do is sort of, I guess the point of today is just to have a good look at yourself and where you're at, and just be honest and say, am I doing enough? Like I put in all this work back when I was a kid to be good at something. Am I taking that same mentality, and putting it towards my business? Because a lot of the time people aren't, and people are, kidding themselves that they are almost. It's that old saying, you're busy being busy. You think you're doing enough, but when you sort of sit back, and if you actually, a good idea is just to write a list down and what you're doing. You'll be able to see on my screen here. I've just jotted down a quick list, but this is sort of the checklist I have. I have a diary that I use every single day, and I take it when I go out or whatever I need to do, and I make sure I get all this stuff checked off. I mean, before on top of anything else I do. So this is just basic stuff, but it's shooting a video, it's writing a blog post, posting everything to social media. Then I make sure I don't go to bed unless I get 30 to 50 leads a day. So whatever it takes. If I've only got 10 for the day, I'll go and buy 40 on Facebook straight away, because it's just that consistency and that dedication to where you want to go that's going to get you there. If I had 10 leads and went to bed, then it's probably that mentality is going to slowly creep into what I'm doing. So if you don't take excuses from yourself, you're not going to take them from anyone else, and you're going to get it done. So just to finish off my list, prospecting for new leads, following up with team members to upsells and helping them out and just keeping them around longer. So that's just a really basic list, but I can almost guarantee you that 99% of people online, or maybe not 99, but 90% of people online aren't doing anywhere near that sort of work. They might be writing a blog post that's probably not SEO ready. It's probably not really targeted to anyone. So they've posted that. They've maybe shared it to their Facebook account, and then they might be, I don't know, writing 5 spammy posts into Facebook groups. That's not going to get you there. That's the thing. It feels like you're busy, but you're not doing the right. It's not the right kind of busy. So you've got to get back to those core principles about what is going to make you successful, what's going to make you money. And it comes back to, what are money-making activities? And that's going back to what I was talking about before, as far as when you're a kid. What are the key skills or the key activities that I can do to be successful with that skill? So it wasn't really about money back then, but, if I wanted to be a better shooter in basketball, three-point shooter, what would I be doing? I'd be out there putting up 200 shots a day from the three-point line. I'd be talking to coaches, how can I improve my technique? I'd be watching videos. I'd be, calling my friends over and telling to put a hand in my face while I'm shooting. All that stuff that you choose your weaknesses and then you work on them. So the easy stuff, like you can go around and mess around with your friends and shoot around from wherever and, talk crap, and it's all fun, and it feels like you're working, but you're not. I would consider that the same as being on Facebook all day and just posting pointless spammy crap on there. And that's not anyone's fault. That might have been how these people were taught to market, but it's a really sort of hit and miss way to go about it, and it's just not focused and laser targeted to where you want to get to. So you've got to sort of sit back and be honest and say, am I doing the right things? Am I doing enough? Am I doing it consistently? Am I dedicated enough? Because in the end, it's only you that can tell yourself that. So, you can sit there all day and tell your upline or tell whoever that you're doing all this stuff, but if you're doing the right things. If you're getting 30 leads a day, and if they're quality leads, you haven't just bought them from some 1 million leads for $10. So you've just really got to step up and own it and be honest and say, look, what do I need to do now to get where I want to go? Think back to when you were a kid and just look at that and enjoy it though. Like, make it a challenge. Like, it used to be a challenge. It used to be a challenge to make a district team, to make a state team, to make a national team, to get into a good college. These were things that were stepping out of my comfort zone, but you push for them. So set yourself a goal that is beyond where your current level is. Because if you're not where you want to be, then you need to find something that's going to push you to that level. So have a think about that, and guys, feel free to hit me up on Facebook or leave a comment below if you have any questions or just want to have a chat. But otherwise, I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.